Whether you are a hardcore European basketball fan or just love the sport in general, the next EuroLeague season is a must-watch for everyone. 3 new clubs, the most competitive rosters ever, legendary rivalries and coaches coming back. My name is Gites and here are the questions we can't wait to be answered in the 2022-23 EuroLeague season. Just before we start, a quick shout out to all of you guys watching. We really appreciate your support and I encourage you all to hit that like button so we can keep making more and better basketball content. Can Efes become the best EuroLeague dynasty ever? Up until now, the fans would probably give that title to the 03-05 Maccabi, but Efes can accomplish something that no one has ever before: 3 titles in a row. And I would say their chances to do so are very likely. Not only have they kept their backcourt star duo Shane Larkin and Vasilije Micic, who had one foot in the NBA already, but added another EuroLeague superstar forward Will Clyburn and first-class center Ante Žižić. Right after winning the championship last year, Coach Ataman started Efes' three-peat campaign, and we can expect him to make those bold statements again soon.
Our goal will be more than the title, to make the three-peat.
Can Nemanja Bjelica win back-to-back championships? On the other side of Istanbul, we all got used to Vesely and Dekolo running the show. But this year, the keys of Fenerbahce will be given to Nemanja Bjelica. The NBA champion had an offer from Golden State, but decided to return to his former club. On top of that, Fener brought in EuroLeague's household guards in Scotty Wilbekin and Nick Kalaris, plus G-League scoring machine Carson Edwards.
Looking to take a screen from Childs, does, launches a deep three, he hits it! A crispy three-piece!
Although we will see a completely new Fenerbahce squad, it will be led by one of the best European coaches, Dimitris Itoudis. It is gonna be interesting to see if this squad can help Bjelica to capture a rare opportunity and win 2 titles back-to-back in 2 different leagues.
The Turkish Airlines EuroLeague champion!
Olympiacos in the Final Four. Can they repeat it? I don't know about you guys, but I would like to see Olympiacos making the Final Four again, just because of these fans.
AS Monaco have given absolutely everything, and it is now a result. A terrific Game 5 sees Olympiacos Piraeus.
Last year, the Greeks finished second in the regular season, and yeah, some say that the Russian clubs being kicked out helped them get there. But it will be interesting to see if they will be able to repeat their success this year, especially after losing Tyler Dorsey to the Mavericks and replacing him with Isaiah Cannon, who has big shoes to fill. Piraeus' team maintained the rest of the team's core players and improved the front court, adding Alec Peters, Joel Bolomboy and Tarek Black. Do you guys believe in this year's Olympiacos? Let me know in the comments.
To cough it up. This time, the shock attack from McKissick.
Will we see Panathinaikos being competitive again? For the last 2 years, Pau has not made the EuroLeague playoffs, and locally we're no match to their eternal rivals. Those games were still exciting, but it was nowhere close to when Panathinaikos were on top of their game. The extravagant owner Dimitris Yiannakopoulos vowed to come back and help the club regain its glory. And those words seem to already be in action, as Pau brought in exciting names such as Derek Williams, Marius Grigonis, Mateusz Ponitka, the Kalaitzakis brothers and coach Dejan Radonjic. If they can be competitive, we can expect to see sold-out Oaka once again. Will Real Madrid regret releasing Pablo Laso? After unexpectedly making the EuroLeague final again, Real Madrid's decision to release Pablo Laso received backlash not only from the fans, but the players too. While the Royal Club's roster this year is looking even stronger with the additions of Janan Musa, Mario Hezonja and Sergio Rodriguez, Laso's replacement Chus Mateo hasn't proved himself as a head coach yet. So it will be interesting to see how he will handle such a stacked roster and the pressure that comes with such high expectations. Could this be the last season for Coach Šaras in Barcelona? Šarūnas Jasikevičius might be on the hot seat since Barca lost the EuroLeague semi-final and ACB League final series to Real Madrid last season. But Barcelona is sticking with their coach and added even more star power to their roster. After saying goodbyes to Nick Kalaris and Brandon Davies, the Catalans signed the Czech power duo Tomáš Satoranský and Jan Vesely, adding Crvena Zvezda's leader Nikola Kalinic too. Even though their superstar Nikola Mirotic suffered an Achilles injury, he should be able to come back for the second part of the season. If Barcelona won't be able to win the EuroLeague again, can we expect Barcelona to say farewell to Šaras himself?
And Jasikovic just gets the technical.
Can Maccabi's bizarre rebuild work? David Blatt returned to Maccabi Tel Aviv as an advisor, and soon the club started a complete makeover of the team. They brought in 10 new players, only keeping 4 role players from last season. The reason this rebuild seems bizarre is the number of signings they made in such a quick succession, with many of these players' profiles being quite similar.
Shut up and take my money!
I'm just finding it difficult to imagine Lorenzo Brown, Wade Baldwin, Darren Hilliard, and Austin Hollins sharing one ball. But who knows, maybe we shall trust David Blatt, as we just saw Lorenzo Brown absolutely shining at the Eurobasket right after signing with Maccabi.
Here's Brown, steps back, jumper, get it! Jeff.
Will Monaco have the best backcourt in the league? The debut EuroLeague season for Monaco had its ups and downs, but the second half of the season proved that they belong. Since the team was taken over by Sasha Obradovic, Monaco's leader Mike James flourished and managed to push Olympiacos to 5 games in the playoffs in front of Kevin Durant.
Really pretty basketball to watch. It just wouldn't fall for Dorsey. James the runner. Got it! Mike James with a little kiss off the glass!
This season, they are welcoming another scorer in Jordan Lloyd, as well as the guard duo of Elio Kobo and Mathieu Struzel from their French rivals Asvel. Mike James and the 3 new additions at the backcourt might be hard to handle not just for the opponents, but the coach too. I guess we'll give it time and see.
Here goes James, guarded by Vesely, got him flying past him and banked it in!
Can the genius of Trinchieri help Isaac Bonga become a EuroLeague star? While many other EuroLeague teams saw massive overhauls to their rosters, Bayern stuck to their strengths and kept their solid core together. Perhaps the biggest intrigue for Munich will be whether Andrea Trinchieri, who is known for getting the best out of his players, can help Isaac Bonga become a star after his NBA stint. The German talent has all the tools to flourish in the European game and possibly, to no one's surprise anymore, help Bayern make the playoffs in that beloved 8th seed. Could the greatest of all time FIBA coach succeed in the EuroLeague? After 14 years, Virtus Bologna is coming back to the EuroLeague after winning the Eurocup last season. It just so happens that Virtus' head coach Scariolo will come back to the league not only as the Eurocup winner, but also as the newly crowned Eurobasket champion too.
In Spain, we've seen this before, haven't we? Unbelievable.
The Italian will look to extend his success in the club competition, but that will strongly rely on how his squad will fare at a higher level. We'll see if veterans Marco Bellinelli and Milos Teodosic still have what it takes in the EuroLeague, and whether Semi Ojeleye could adapt to the European game. Also, Bologna shall hope for Tonika Shingelia's quick recovery, and solid contributions from their other key players like Nico Mannion, Ife Lundberg, Daniel Hackett and Jordan Mickey. If Sergio Scariolo can make this roster work, we could see yet another fairy tale story. Is this the year for Ettore Messina? After Ettore Messina's return from the NBA, we saw Olimpia Milano transform into one of the championship contenders.
Ben Bentley attacks the lane, goes swatted away by Kyle Hines. His second block in quick succession.
While they managed to make the Final Four in 2021 and clinch the playoffs as the 3rd seed last year, they lacked something to go all the way. And it seems that something has arrived, in the shape of Kevin Pangos, Brandon Davies, Johannes Voigtman, and other solid replacements for the departed Sergio Rodriguez, Malcolm Delaney and Troy Daniels. Can we finally see the basketball professor raising the EuroLeague trophy again? Is Željko still the best in Europe? There is no need to remind you how many accomplishments Željko Obradovic has. After a disappointing end to their last season's Eurocup campaign, Partizan is hoping to at least secure the playoffs this year.
Andrew Andrews gives it away, and Belgrade belongs to Matthias Lasor.
The legendary club already had EuroLeague caliber players last year, but in the offseason they added Dante Exum, James Nunnally, and Ioannis Papapetrou, who all have proved to be valuable pieces to any EuroLeague team. Now the question is whether the great Željko Obradović can take this group to and beyond their potential as he has in the past. Can Crvena Zvezda Partizan rivalry get even crazier? The Serbian derby has been known as one of the most insane ones in basketball, but the EuroLeague stage might bring it to another level. I was in Serbia last year to witness it with my own eyes, and let me tell you, this was not your typical basketball game. Talking about Red Star, they have been a tough puzzle to solve at home, and that is not going anywhere. They might have lost their last season's leader Kalinic and coach Radonjic, but brought home Nemanja Nedovic, who, if healthy, can cause problems to any EuroLeague defender.
He has to dig in and defend his countryman. Nedovic rattles home a three.
If there is something you shall not miss in the upcoming season, it is those 2 games Zvezda will have against Partizan. Just brace yourselves for chaos. I'm sure we'll see many more unexpected moments, games and scores, so besides the questions raised here, there will be plenty more reasons to follow the EuroLeague as the season unravels. And that's why these preseason previews are so fun to look back at later. Make sure to subscribe for more, click that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.